Hello children and welcome to my channel, Madhvi Sharma channel, online teaching and travel forum. Today I'll be solving physics paper, that is specimen paper 2024. The full paper I'll be solving. I just solved it today again with my students and they were very excited to solve with me. I'm sure it will help you. Yes? And just for your information children, this paper is tricky. वो पहले वाला पेपर नहीं है ये जैसे 2024 में थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है the style is little different. I think they are it's more applications. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start. So children, ICSE 2024 physics science paper 1 solved. Let's start. First question, MCQ. Few questions are very easy, so I have not given any explanation. Okay. A moment of couple has a tendency to rotate the body in an anti-clockwise direction. Then the moment of couple is definitely positive. We go ahead. The kinetic energy of a given body depends on momentum. Yes. But if momentum is not given, then it is displacement. How? Because kinetic energy is actually retardation into displacement. Yes. But retardation is V minus U upon T, and there, of course, you can say momentum comes into the picture. So direct relation is with the momentum, but in case in exam, in your board exams, if momentum does not come, then go for displacement. Let's go ahead. For burning of coal in a thermoelectric station, children. Yes, the name itself tells you the energy conversion. The thermoelectric, the name tells you thermo means heat and electric is of course electric. So chemical to heat to mechanical to electrical. Now, this is a dicey question which my students got a little confused. I hope you are not confused. If you are, let's solve it out. A nucleus of an atom consists of 146 neutrons and 95 protons. So the mass number is 241. Yes. ये दोनों को ऐड किया है. It decays after emitting an alpha particle. How many protons and neutrons are left in the nucleus after an alpha emission? So 241.95 gives out an alpha, becomes 237.93. Out of 237, if you minus 93, 144 neutrons and 93 protons. Answer is A. Fifth one, the assertion. Infrared radiations travel long distance through dense fog. True. Fog lights hoti hai. We all know this. Infrared radiations undergoes minimal scattering in Earth's atmosphere. Yes, true. And that is why they travel long. अगर scatter हो जाएंगे तो travel long नहीं करेंगे. Moral of the story, both assertion and reasons are true. For a convex lens, the minimum distance between an object and its real image, it's a real image, meaning it is inverted and real. So definitely the last option, the object between O and F, is not there. Out. Yes. I repeat, for a convex lens, the minimum distance between an object and its real image in terms of focal length must be 2f, is also at 2f. So total is 4f. Yes. You can also understand this as when the object is beyond to f1, okay, say infinity, then it is focus. Object comes closer, it goes further. It still comes closer, it goes further. Still closer, still further. And ultimately, when the object is at focus, it goes at infinity. Moral of the story is when the object is moving front, the image is also that much going behind. Yeah. So at 2f1, it is at 2f2. Yes, let me put this as 1 and 2. Oops, 1 and 2. Yes. So total is 4F. Two sound waves X and Y have the same amplitude and same wave pattern. Same amplitude, same loudness. Same wave pattern, same instrument. But their frequencies are 60 hertz and 120 hertz respectively. Then this is how I have taught my children, that is my students. Okay. X is 60 hertz, Y is 120 hertz. Definitely one of the Y is shriller and X is grave. Hoarse, and this is bass and this is treble. Vibration produced in a body under the influence of periodic force. Of course, it is forced vibration. Okay. The graph of voltage versus current, this is V and this is I, for four different materials is shown. Which of these four materials would be used for making the coil of a toaster? Coil of a toaster is usually nichrome, which is maximum resistance. Yes. So if I calculate for P, say, okay, at any point, yes, for this point, I is this much, V is this much. V is equal to IR according to Ohm's law. So V upon I is equal to R. Yes. So answer is P. Like V is more, I is less. Let's go to the next. According to the old convention, the color of the earth wire is green. New convention is yellow. Black is the old convention of neutral. Red is the old convention of live, danger. Okay, and this is earth, but this is new. So definitely answer is green. Lenz's law is based on the law of conservation of energy. Yes. Okay. It opposes the cause producing it. It is energy. Heat capacity is the energy needed to raise the temperature of the body by 1 degree Celsius. Remember, C dash, okay, C dash is what? MC. Okay, the temperature is not given because delta T is nothing but 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. When you multiply 1 with anything, it is the same number, right? 13th, the amount of heat energy required to melt, okay, a given mass of substance at its melting point without rise in temperature, of course, fusion. Melt and this. When a ray of light enters from a denser to a rarer medium, then the speed of light increases. Very easy. Endoscope uses optical fiber, okay, to transmit high resolution images, that is without any loss. The phenomena of light that governs the functioning is, of course, total internal reflection. Question number 2. Name the principle on which lever works. Principle of moments. Which radiations emitted during the decay of nucleus have highest penetrating power? Gamma. Does the emission of the above mentioned radiations result in a change that in the mass number? No, no change in mass number, no change in atomic number. It just gets excited and so gamma radiations come out. Second one, a meter rod is made up of copper and steel as shown in the diagram. Weights of copper and steel are 10 newtons. So copper is 10 newtons and steel is 8 newtons. Yes. On which part does the center of gravity lie? Of course, it has to be 0 to 50. Okay, agar if you think that you can not understand this, just take your pen, okay, put the cap, पेन का कवर जो है उसको लगाओ and then see आप उसको सेंटर में बैलेंस नहीं कर पाओगे. It will be more towards this. Oops. Okay, let me try and okay, I killed it. देखो. So the cap part is very less and this side is more. Yes. So जो भी heavy होता है, that side gravity pull is more. So the gravity, center of gravity shifts towards the heavier side. Justify your answer. Mass of copper is more and actual explanation I just give you. A lever is shown below. Identify the type of lever, class 3 lever or third class lever, whatever your teacher has taught you. Mechanical advantage is effort arm upon load arm. Fulcrum to effort is effort arm, and fulcrum to load is the load arm. Yes. So it's 0.5 meters. Answer is 0.2 MA. Yep. Two bodies A and B have same kinetic energies. Compare their velocities if mass of A is 4 times that of mass of B. Yes, 1 is to 2. I have solved it separately with my children, that is my students. Let me show it to you how I just did it. Okay. Question number 2, the fourth one. Kinetic energy of A is same as kinetic energy of B. Yes, so mass of A is 4 times the mass of B. So ratio of velocity of A to velocity of B is how much? Write down the formulas of kinetic energy of A, B. It's the same, so it gets cancelled. Half gets cancelled. Mass of A is 4 times mass of B. 1, 1, da, 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 da. And you get 1 is to 2. Let's go back. So answer of this is 1 is to 2. Draw a graph of potential energy versus height from the ground for a body thrown vertically upwards. Here you can do this way, yes, or I think I can show you. I have drawn it also. Ah, let me show you. Yes, this. Yes, as you throw anything up, yes, the potential energy increases with height. Yes, so the potential energy goes like this, the height increases, so the potential energy, the graph will be somewhat like this. Yes, so mgh is the highest part. Yes, and here height is the highest, or highest, yeah, it's the height. Potential energy increases. Please do remember that to draw the arrow as height increases. Yes, directly proportional. Let's go back. Two copper wires A and B are of the same thickness and are at room temperature. If the length of A is twice that the length of B, then compare their resistances. As it's 2 is to 1. How? Because A is to B, that is length of A is twice of B. Yes. Resistance of A to resistance of B will be 2 is to 1. Compare their resistivities will be 1 is to 1 as both are copper wires. Seventh one, name the waves used for echo depth sounding is ultrasonic. Give one reason for their use because they have same speed as that of audible sound waves in that medium, and also they go undeviated. Question number 3. Oh, it's very easy. It looks difficult but not. Refer to the diagram below. A lens with two different refractive indices is shown. If the rays are coming from a distant object, infinity, then how many images will be seen? Definitely two images. Two refractive indices will give two focal length. Yes. So, infinity images at focus. So, one focus and second focus. Inverted. A glass lens always forms a virtual, erect and diminished image of an object kept in front of it. Identify the lens concave. It is observed that how circuits are arranged in a parallel combination. Give two advantages. I have given three. Each appliance operates independently. Each gets 220-volt supply, and fuse can be added to every appliance. Yes. And so in case any appliance stops working, it will not affect the working of other appliances. A transformer is used to change the high alternating EMF to a low alternating EMF. So up to down. Yes. Identify the type of transformer. Step down transformer. State whether the turns ratio of the above transformer is equal to 1, greater than 1 or less than 1. It has to be less than 1. The turns ratio is number of turns in the secondary coil upon number of turns in the primary coil. Yes. So definitely secondary is less, primary is more, it's down. So it's less. Yes. Okay. Question number 4. Oh, wow. No, this is left. A solid of mass 60 grams at 100 degrees Celsius is placed in 150 grams of water at 20 degrees Celsius. The final steady temperature is 25. Calculate the heat capacity of the solid. Children, it is heat capacity. That means M into C. Specific heat capacity is given as 4.2. Let me show you how I have done, or how I have solved it with my children. This is question number 3. The fourth. This is how I do. Okay. This is how I have taught my children. So solid is mass is 60 grams. C I don't know. T1 is 100. That is 100 degrees Celsius is the temperature of the solid. Water is 150 grams mass. Specific heat capacity is 4.2 joules per gram Kelvin. And the temperature of water is 20 degrees Celsius. I always ask children to draw arrow. Okay, you can also draw. That is, it goes from hot to cold. According to the principle of calorimetry, heat lost by solid is heat gained by water. So MC delta T is MC delta T. Just replace it and you will get the specific heat capacity of solid. Children, you have to solve physics sums without any calculator. Okay, so if you have seen, I write 4.2 as 42 upon 10. Okay, I don't make things complex, and that's how I have advised my students also. I would advise you also. Okay, please do not make it complex. Aram se karo, okay, cancellation karo. Don't feel shy to write upon 10 and all. Okay, and you don't have to find the specific heat capacity. So leave it like this only, 42 upon 60. Don't need to cancel and all. No. C dash is MC, that is heat capacity. M is 60. See, 60 into 42 upon 60, which is 60 gets cancelled, 42 joules per Kelvin. See how easy it is now? Let's go ahead. What is nuclear waste? State one method to dispose it safely. Please do not write short, children. It's for 2 marks. I've written here. You can take from the textbook also, or whatever your teacher has given it to you. Radioactive material left after use in nuclear weapons production, nuclear power generation, or nuclear medicine is called nuclear waste. Okay, it is left over. Yes, the nuclear waste should be kept in thick casks or caskets, and then they should be buried in specially constructed deep underground stores far away from populated areas or population. And now with that, section is complete. Yes, so fast we did it. 10 minutes approximately. Let's go to section B. Question number 4. The diagram below shows a fish in the tank and its image seen in the surface of water. Name the phenomena responsible as total internal reflection. See, it goes, it's like a mirage. What you see, desert mein mirage? Yes, or maybe when you go on a highway pe when your papa is driving, mama is driving, and you see, अरे सामने पानी है. पानी नहीं है, it's a mirage. Yes, it feels like it's floating. Yes, same thing happens in the aquarium or in a fish tank. Yes, it goes, it comes here. So from your eyes, when you see the image here. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Complete the path of the ray through the glass prism. Critical angle is 42 till it emerges out. So if this ray is 90, angle of incidence 0, it goes straight undeviated. It hits this hypotenuse. It makes a triangle. So 45, this is 90 and 45, 45. This will be 45, so this will also be 45. If this is 45, that is angle of incidence, reflection will also be 45. Why reflection and not refraction? Because 45 is greater than 42. Following the laws of reflection, 45, 45, it comes out. This is 45, this is also 45. This is also 45 following the sum angle property, 90, 45, 45. 45, 45, 90 goes out undeviated. The refractive index of water is 1.33 at a certain temperature. When the temperature of the water is increased by 40 degrees Celsius, the refractive index changes to X. State whether X is less or more. Refractive index of the substance is inversely proportional to temperature, means temperature increases, refractive index decreases, it becomes a rarer medium. Yes, the more rarer it is, refractive index will definitely decrease. And so X is, sorry, it is more closer to vacuum. Yes, air. So X is less than 1.33. State two differences between normal reflection and total internal reflection. Normal occurs when light encounters a reflective surface such as mirror, glass, water, and it is not dependent on angle of incidence. But TIR occurs when light travels from a denser to a rarer medium, and angle of incidence should be greater than the critical angle. The above diagram shows that an observer sees the image of object O. Here, I, it comes closer. Yes? Okay. This is an example in your concise physics, children. Okay. Do have a look also. I think it's the first example. Yeah, quite similar. Name and define the phenomena responsible for seeing the image. It's a refraction, bending of light or light rays when it travels from one transparent medium to another. Yes. This is also application question it comes. If you remember the Magarmach and the monkey story. Yes. The Magarmach is inside water and the monkey is on the tree. So the Magarmach will see the monkey, okay, that is alligator, the crocodile, okay, will see the monkey more closer. Application, hai children, anything can come. State the effect of on X. X is the lateral displacement. Yes, when Y increases or Y decreases. Lateral displacement is directly proportional to the thickness of the block, children. Yes, Y is the thickness of the block. And so Y increases, X increases. Y decreases, X decreases. Question number 5. An object is placed at a distance of 24 centimeters in front of a convex lens of focal length 8. Yes, what is the nature of the image formed? I have just drawn a rough diagram, children. F1, okay, is 8. 2F1 is again 8. So total is 16. 24 will be aage. So it is beyond 2F1. Yes, when it is beyond 2F1, the image has to be between F2 and 2F2. Yeah. Calculate the distance of the image from the lens. This is the formula. 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is 1 upon F. 1 upon V minus 1 upon minus 24. Remember, U is negative. Is 1 upon 8. Idhar udhar kar do. Your V is 12 centimeters. So the image is formed at a distance of 12 centimeters behind the lens. This is how you have to write, or 12 centimeters positive. When sunlight passes through water droplets in the atmosphere, it gets dispersed into its constituent colors, forming a rainbow. A similar phenomenon is observed when the white light passes through a prism, of course. Which color will show maximum range of deviation? Violet. Which color will show minimum? Red. I mean, it's easy, you know this. If instead of sunlight, a green colored ray is passed through a glass prism, what will be the color of the emergent ray? It will not change color, it remain green only because it is monochromatic. Yes, single color. So green color only, as the prism does not change the color of the light. It just disperses the white light into its constituent colors. Okay, a mixture of red, blue and green is passed through a convex lens as shown in the diagram below. State whether the ray passes through a single point or through different points. Yes, of course it will be different points. Yes, on the principal axis. Why? Because a convex lens is a combination of two prisms and one cube or a cuboid or a rectangular block, whatever you call. Yes. So red, blue and green will pass through different points on the principal axis after refraction through convex lens. Red deviates the least, green deviates more than red and blue deviates the most. Name the invisible radiations that can be obtained using quartz prism ultraviolet radiations. One use will be sonar, or you can say sterilizing surgical equipments. It's straight from the textbook, children. Just mug it up. One radiations having wavelength longer than the wavelength of these radiations, ultraviolet se zyada. Give any children. Give visible light, infrared, microwaves or radio waves. Yes, it's GXUVIMR. Question number 6. Oh, this is my question. Yes. If you have seen my channel, children, I trek. Yes, I have just been to Everest Base Camp. So I loved this question. I hope you also like it. Let's read. Sumit and Sachin went for a trek, and during the journey, they visited a cottage. They suspended their bags to two ropes hanging from P and Q on a wheel capable of rotating around O. Sumit suspended his bag to rope Q. So this is Sumit, yeah? And Sachin suspended his bag from the rope P. Yes, this is Sachin. P. Dekho. This is Q, this is P. The bags suspended. And best part is the wheel remained in equilibrium. It did not move. Yes. So question kya hai? Which one is a heavier bag? Definitely Sumit. Why? Remember, wheel remains in equilibrium, so clockwise movement is equal to anti-clockwise movement. Yes? So F into S of Sumit is equal to F into S of Sachin. That and OR, this one, is less than OP. Dekho. Yes? The perpendicular distance. And so Sumit carries a heavier bag as the perpendicular distance OQ is less than that of OP. Yes. Based on the principle of moments, write a mathematical relation that can be used to determine the weight of Sachin's bag, given that the weight of Sumit's bag is 18. So if this is 18 and Sachin's is W, so it will be what? At equilibrium, clockwise moment is anti-clockwise moment. So W into OP is equal to 18 into OQ. Yes? Da 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 da. Oh, I've written R. Sorry. O Q. O Q. Yes. Okay. And so 18, where am I? W into OP is equal to 18 into OQ. So 18 into OQ upon OP is the weight of W. That is Sachin's bag. Okay, the diagram below shows a block and tackle. Children always start from here. Ulta. Effort se shuru karo drawing. You never go wrong. Okay. So effort se it goes, comes. It's like a spiral. Goes, comes. Tension is always the opposite force. So there are three T's. Okay. Velocity ratio is 3 as the number of foodies is 3. Copy and complete. We just completed the diagram. And now calculate the MA, mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage is MA upon VR into, sorry, efficiency is MA upon VR into 100. 80, that is eta, yeah, eta is MA upon 3 into 100, MA is 2.4. The figure below shows a simple pendulum of mass 200 grams suspended from a mean position from A. PE is 0 and यहाँ पे KE is max, right? Sorry, KE is 0. KE is 0 and PE is max. Yes? So it displaces from A to B, extreme position. The potential energy at position A is 0. At position B, the pendulum bob is raised by 5 meters. So height is 5 meters. Potential energy mgh 10 joules. Total mechanical energy at point C is of course 10 joules. It does not change. If potential energy comes, then it is half. Yes, if it is half, exactly half hai, then it will be 5 joules. So here PE is 5 joules. KE is also 5 joules. Total is 10 joules. What is the speed of bob? According to the law of conservation of energy, PE is KE. So 10 joules at B is also 10 joules at A and 10 joules at C also. Yes. At A, KE is max. So KE is half mv squared. Velocity is 10 meters per second. Okay, question number 7. A person standing in front of a cliff fires a gun and hears echo after 3 seconds. So time is 3 seconds echo. I've drawn the diagram. Cliff is here. Person standing is here. And going and coming is 3 seconds. Velocity is 336 meters. Calculate the distance. We all know velocity for echo is 2d upon t. That distance is 504 meters. Very, very easy. After moving a certain distance from the cliff, okay, it's going away. Calculate the distance, and this time the echo is heard 1.5 seconds later than the first. Yes, so the total time heard is 4.5 seconds. Yes, do the same thing. Okay, you get 756 meters total, second position, minus 504, you get 252 meters. Also, if you see for see velocity of the sound will not change. It's air only. So it is 336 meters only. For 336 meters, 3 seconds, the distance is 504 meters. 1.5 seconds is half of 3 seconds. So distance also should be half. Okay, let's go ahead. A radioactive nucleus X. Okay, this is damn good. A radioactive nucleus X emits an alpha particle. So X is A and Z. It emits an alpha, which is 4 and 2, followed by 2 beta particles to form nucleus Y. Yes. So after emitting alpha, it becomes XA minus 4 and Z minus 2. Yes. Then it gives 2 beta particles. So it becomes Y, A minus 4 and Z. Now the question says, with respect to element X, where would you position the element Y in the periodic table? Same place. Y. Atomic number is the same. Yes. Periodic table. The elements are placed with respect to their atomic number. You studied this in chemistry, first chapter. What is the general name of the element X and Y? Isotope. Proton number is same, so isotope. So if the atomic number of Y is 80, what is the atomic number of X? 80. A boy tunes a radio channel to a radio station 93.5 megahertz. M capital is mega. M chotu is micro. Okay, so it's megahertz. Name and define the scientific wave phenomena involved in tuning the channel. Resonance. When the frequency of externally applied periodic force on a body is equal to its natural frequency, the body readily begins to vibrate with a larger amplitude, and this phenomena is called as resonance. Name the important characteristics of sound that is affected during this phenomena is loudness. Yeah. Convert 93.5 megahertz to SI unit. 1 megahertz is 10 raised to 6 hertz. So 93.5 megahertz will be 93.5 into 10 raised to 6 or 9.35 into 10 raised to 7 hertz. Question number 8. Okay, I think we are nearing the end of this. Yes. Question number 8. Purvi's friend Tim wants to connect a fuse to his oven. He wants to control the oven from 2 different locations as shown in his circuit diagram. Here also and here also. 2 switches, the dual switch. Correct? Which one of the following, that is A or B, should be live wire? Of course B. This connected to the switch. In the event of an overload, will the fuse serve its purpose? No, fuse is connected to the earth wire. Because if you see, the current will go from B, travel to the switch. When the switch is pulled down, go, and A will serve as a neutral wire. So C is earth wire. Nothing happens when fuse is connected to earth wire. What is the meaning of the statement that the bulb rated is 600 watts, 220 volt? When a bulb is supplied with a voltage, that is EMF of 220 volts, it will consume 600 joules of energy in 1 second. Complete the following nuclear reaction. X4N2, it's alpha particle. It's alpha, yes. So it will where will it deviate? Allows electric field, it will deviate to a negative plate. Observe 4 marks ka hai ye, okay. The circuit. Observe the given circuit diagram and answer the questions that follow. Little hodgepodge children, but I'll try and explain you so that things become easy for you. Resistance of the circuit when the key K completes a circuit. Remember, completes means closed. Yes? And so key is closed. When this is closed, what will happen? This is series, so RS is 5 plus 3, 8. This is in parallel, so the resistance comes to 1.6 ohms. So 1.6 ohms is the external resistance, capital R. There is an internal resistance of 0.4 ohms, so you add it, it becomes 2, or it adds up to 2 ohms. So this is a total resistance. Yes, 2 ohms. Calculate the current through 3 ohm resistance when the circuit is complete. Now, V is equal to IR, right? So, I is equal to V upon R, which is 4 upon 2, which is 2 amperes. 2 amperes is the total current. All right. So, terminal voltage is IR, which is 2 into 1.6. We just did 1.6, yes? Oops, I can't write 1.6, yes. So the terminal voltage is 3.2 volt. Remember, in parallel, the terminal voltage does not change. So in this circuit, this one, terminal voltage is 3.2. Here also the terminal voltage is 3.2. V is equal to IR. 3.2 is I into 8. Remember, here the resistance is 8. And so the current across this is 0.4 amperes here. So 0.4 amperes will be here and 0.4 amperes will be here also. Yes. In series, the current will not change. Voltage will change. Whereas in parallel, voltage will not change, but current will change. So 0.4 amperes will run, the current will run in this. Whereas, so if I do this 0.4 amperes. And if I do here, suppose they ask this, then 3.2 divided by 2 is 1.6 amperes current will flow in the 2 ohm resistor. If you add total, answer is 2 amperes. Isn't our answer 2 amperes total? Question number 9. First one, what mass of ice at 0 degrees Celsius added to 2.1 kg water will cool it down from 75 degrees to 25 degrees Celsius? These things are given to us. Answer is 1 kg ice. How? I show it to you. Children, whenever I do specific heat capacity, calorimetry sums, I always make a rough graph. And this is how I have taught children also. Just make a rough graph. Okay? There are 3 temperatures given. Ice, which is 0, 25, which is the final temperature, and 75, which is the starting temperature of water. Yes? So water will come down from 75 to 25. Ice will first melt and then it will increase its temperature to 25. Moral of the story is, according to the principle of calorimetry, heat lost by water is heat gained by ice. MC delta T, this one, is equal to ml plus MC delta T. Just put in, yeah? Just put in and you will get answer 1 kg ice. Again, children, if you have noticed, 2.1 I have written 21 upon 10. I don't do those multiplications and all because I know many things will get cancelled. Okay? You are not allowed to use calculator. So please follow my instructions and get good marks. Let's go ahead towards the end literally. The diagram below shows a cooling curve for a substance. State the temperatures at which the substance condenses. Condenses, vaporization is 150. This is melting or fusion, right? So condensation point is 150 degrees Celsius. Temperature range in which the substance is liquid state. So this is liquid. Answer is 60 to 150 degrees Celsius, or 60 degrees Celsius to 150 degrees Celsius. Doesn't matter. Why do we prefer ice to ice cold water for cooling a drink? Simple. Every gram of ice will absorb 336 joules of heat more than every gram of ice cold water. Yes, because the latent heat of fusion of ice is 336 joules per gram. Okay, now the last question. A magnet is released. Okay, it passes through. Yeah, say. Okay. It passes through. Yes, yes. A magnet is released across the axis of copper coil as shown in the diagram. Yes, it goes down. Yes. So, a magnet enters and then it leaves. State the polarity at the top end of the coil when the magnet leaves the coil. Just draw leaving magnet, children. So, magnet is leaving. It's a permanent magnet. So, it will not change. When this comes down, okay, just draw the magnet. So this becomes north. Permanent magnet will not change. Okay, so it will come down, south. When it goes away, this becomes south. Yes, and so if this becomes south, this becomes north. The direction of the current is from A to B. And what will be the direction of the current when the magnet leaves the coil? B to A. Name the law, Lenz's law. One way to increase the magnitude of the induced current, increase the number of turns of the coil. Simple. Or increase the thickness of the coil. वो भी चलेगा. Okay, I think with this we finish off with the paper. Yep. So children, that was the physics paper, and I hope you saw that it was a little tricky. दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा. Hmm? I will solve the maths paper very soon with my students and upload it also. I have already uploaded the chemistry and the bio specimen papers. Last year, 2023 specimen papers are also there. Please see the description, children. You will find a couple of links that will help you in your board exams. Thank you very much for watching my channel, watching this video. Subscribe for more updates and share for good karma. Thank you.